Hi, Kyle. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. What's happening?
We're recording, so if you need to cough or cuss or whatever, you're clean.
Oh, that's the hardest part about radio is keeping my language in check.
No, this is uncensored, man. Please, I love to edit bleeps in, so I'm on with you. No problem.
All right, fuck yeah, let's go for it.
All right, here we go. This is where job meets pleasure for me. My favorite comic, Kyle Kinane. Good day, sir. How are you, man?
I am good. I am currently cleaning lint out of my sandals with a switchblade. That's my life.
I wouldn't expect anything less of you, man. Based on what we see from you from the specials, of course, the new special. I liked his old stuff better on Comedy Central, and of course, you can get that downloaded. You get it on DVD. You get it everywhere. I watched the premiere. And one thing I did not know, and I just recently moved down here to Daytona from Georgia. And so I spent about 18 years in Athens, Georgia. And I was supposed to go to that 40-watt show, and something messed me up, and I didn't get in. And then I see you recorded the damn thing there, man.
Yeah, man, that was it. It was great, too.
What a great venue, the 40-watt. And I'm telling you, it was like I felt like I was there. It was a great 1 hour on Comedy Central. And I guess the great thing about I like this old stuff better is that if you get it on the download or the DVD or whatever, you get a lot more Kyle, right?
Yeah, there's still like another half hour on top of that you get if you buy it. So, because that show's going so well. I think I did 90 minutes on one of the taping, and they got to edit that down to 44 for the TV. So,
man,
you get twice as much for $5. Go ahead and spend it.
Well, I love it. It's that particular special strikes me. I spent so much time in the 40-watt in that room, seeing places where I've seen Steve O bring his road show, and then I've seen Seven Dust and Cheap Trick, and then all of a sudden Kyle Kinane's there. So it meant a lot to me. But what was it like playing that room, a place that is so famous for music venues? It's kind of a cool deal, I would imagine, for you.
I always feel, because I got to be backstage and seeing the wall sign, by Nirvana and everything.
Yeah.
And I always figure that the business must be going downhill if they're booking me now. Like, oh man, you guys, the heyday's over, huh? Now you got Kyle Kinane coming through.
Oh, that is an upgrade, man. That place it's never looked that beautiful. You made it look beautiful and lush on TV because they got Kyle Kinane with a nice backdrop and the lights look great.
Set designers made it look good.
Well, you're not a prop comic, but I'm sure it doesn't hurt to have some nice stuff dropped behind you too, right?
No, I need everything. I got to stack the cards in my favor, so pretty the place up because I'm not going to do it with my face.
There are some people who know Kyle Kinane, the comedian. A lot of people hear Kyle Kinane and don't know they hear he is the voice of Comedy Central. That's got to be, for like a radio dude who voices a lot of car commercials and stuff and gives it away, that has to be a great treat for you to know that you can walk in and get a steady paycheck doing Comedy Central voiceovers.
Oh, my, it feels like I robbed the bank. It doesn't feel, it feels like it's like that scene, was it Goodfellas or something, where they do the Lufthansa. I was like, all right, now don't go spending it. Don't flash your money around.
Right.
Like, I feel like that's what this is. Like, oh, no, this is illegally acquired money. Don't let people know you have.
Right.
It's a silly thing to realize that that's a job. Somebody goes out there, hey, watch this TV show.
That's right. It is a job, and you do a great job of it. It's good if anybody now today, if you're listening to this interview and you didn't know, turn on Comedy Central in a minute. You'll hear Kyle Kinane at some point in time, or maybe see his special. I liked his old stuff better. So what? Now I know you're a meat and potatoes Midwestern guy. I grew up in Ohio. You're an Illinois guy. When you get down, I saw your new tour dates and stuff. And look, Florida, we're waiting for you. We're begging. I have been put in charge of begging you to put Florida on that tour itinerary. So hopefully we can get you in Daytona. But do you find your kind of sensibility in every town that you go to? I would imagine there's not one place where you find your crowd.
Yeah, more and more. I mean, because it's not, I'm not like a blue-collar comedy type guy.
Right.
I'm more, there's a whole lot of people that either graduated or dropped out of college in the last 10 years that are saddled with debt and don't have any more answers to show for it despite getting a higher education. Right. And I think that's who I relate to. And so that's everywhere. There's a lot of people that got convinced they needed to go to college, and they did, and all they got was the same office job they could have got without going to college. But, $3 more an hour because of a bachelor's degree.
That's it.
Doesn't pay for that bachelor's degree, unfortunately.
Well, now I know why I like you so much, because that speaks to me especially. Well, and tell me too, you in your stand-up act, and especially in this new special, I Like His Old Stuff Better, you tell some stories which, if they are not real, it only makes you more of a damn comic genius, because they are the most believable, relatable stories. How much of your real life is your act?
It's all really, like I said, don't use it for court testimony.
Right.
Because, you Irish them up. You do get a little Irish storytelling in there, as my friend has said.
Yeah.
But it's all based in fact and some sort of memory of like, wait a minute, that did happen. And then you tell the story. And then people laugh at one part more than the other part. So you kind of spruce that part up a little bit more.
I got you.
So, what part of the story, I talk about burning my laundry. That happened. All it happened, I had a T-shirt that had too much silkscreen ink on it.
Yeah.
And it melted in the dryer and ruined a bunch of other shirts. But you turn, it's a comedy show. It's not the news.
Right.
Sadly, the news is following the rest of entertainment and sensationalizing everything for ratings, which that's not their job.
Right.
But for comedy, go laugh at it. It's all coming from a real place.
That's right. I'm telling you, man, when it's and by the way, Kyle Kinane on Twitter, give Kyle a follow if you haven't done it already. He is a great follow. When your news feed on Twitter is filling up with, like you said, a bunch of real life crap or whatever, news and spins and stuff, when Kyle pops up, it's a treat. And of course, KyleKinane.com, you can pick up all of the former DVDs and CDs and merchandise and probably a T-shirt with Kyle's face on it. And you get, I Liked His Old Stuff Better. You can get all the details on the download and the DVD there too. And I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting and standing by for a Daytona, Florida date to come up there.
Yeah.
But listen, I'm really happy that I don't have to tell all of my friends exactly who you are and where to find you now. They've found you and they know how freaking funny you are. I Liked His Old Stuff Better is the new material from Kyle Kinane. And I'm sure if you go see him live, you'll get some old stuff too. But it's been a treat, man. I look forward to seeing you again, catching up with you, man.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for having me on. Bye-bye.